Push-pull legs is awesome for building muscles, but there's 4 mistakes you want to avoid. I'll cover number 4 in the power tip. Push day, which leads to mistake number 1. You don't want redundancy of exercises. Each exercise you perform should have a specific purpose. With this training split, you're trying to be intense and efficient. You'll want to do a compound, a complementary, and an isolation move. I like to start with shoulders, but feel free to start with chest. Side delts, choose an exercise. This is an isolation exercise, don't skip it. If you want cap delts, you've got to do a lateral raise of some sort. I like to do 2 to 3 sets in a 10 to 15 rep range. Next, high incline press, compound. Choose an exercise, and this will take care of the front delts. But it hits your upper chest where we all tend to be weakest. You want to hit a top set here of 7 to 9 reps or failure. I'll cover the rear delts on back day. Next, incline bench press, compound. Choose an exercise. This targets the whole chest, but it biases the upper portion. You want to hit a top set here of 7 to 9 reps or failure. Then you want to do your wide decline press, which is a complementary exercise. If you don't have one, dips work well here too. This targets the whole chest, but it biases that outer lower portion. You want to hit a top set here of 9 to 12 reps or failure. Chest fly, isolation movement. Choose an exercise. This will target the whole chest, but it biases the medial fibers that run along your sternum. I like to do 2 by 10 to 15 reps here. Since your triceps are already warm and pre-exhausted, there's no need for a compound. Rope press down, isolation. This targets the lateral head. I like 2 by 8 to 10 reps here. Close press down, complementary. This targets the medial head. I like 2 by 8 to 10 reps here as well. Skull crusher, isolation. This targets the long head. I do 2 to 3 sets times 3 reps, adding weight each set until you get to your top set of 7 to 9 reps or failure. The skull crusher is a nice mass builder if you do it in control. Which leads to mistake number 2. You forget to train abs. Just because you're not on a cut doesn't mean that you have to neglect your abs. You want to have them built so when you do eventually go into a cut, you're going to have something to show. I love the straight leg raise. It biases the lower portion where we're all weakest. I do anywhere from 10 to 20 reps. It all depends on how good you feel with the movement. Pull day, vertical pull, complementary. Choose an exercise and then hit a top set of 7 to 9 reps or failure. Horizontal pull, compound. Choose an exercise. I like the good old barbell row here. And you want to hit a top set of 7 to 9 reps or failure. Next, the single arm row, isolation. Choose an exercise and then hit a top set of 9 to 12 reps or failure. Rear delt fly, complementary. Choose an exercise and then try 2 by 9 to 12 reps. Then you want to finish off your back with a rack pull rather than a deadlift. I don't like deadlifts here because I want to keep my legs fresh for leg day. Try 2 sets by 5 to 7 reps. That'll finish off your back. Now your biceps are pre-exhausted, so you can choose any curl variation you want. Do 3 to 4 sets, stay in that 8 to 12 rep range, and now you can get that pump. Leg day, which leads to mistake number 3. Don't skip calves. Unless you're genetically blessed with huge calves, standing calf raise 3 to 4 sets times 3 reps, add weight each set. Then you want to go to a top set of 10 to 12 reps or failure. Seated calf raise. Want to do just 1 set warm up, then 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps, heavy as you can, to failure. Hamstring curl, isolation. A tip I learned from the mountain dog, John Meadows, was to do hamstring curls before your basic leg compound movements so that you get that blood in the muscle and it's going to make those moves feel better. I've been doing it ever since. It's really good. You want to do 2 to 3 sets times 6 to 8 reps or failure. Next, I do leg extensions and isolation move prior to moving on. This helps to warm up the knees before compounds. I try 2 to 3 sets times 9 to 12 reps here. What I need to tell you, disclaimer, everything that I'm showing you, every exercise, every rep scheme, this is all just a guideline. These are just suggestions. There are no real rules to this. You have to do what works best for you, what you feel. I know science will tell you that certain rep ranges are optimal and certain protocols are optimal. I get it, but you have to be an experiment of one. You have to try things. I'm only giving you suggestions here. Leg press. This can be a compound or a complementary, depending how you look at it. Choose your favorite machine, and then I like to do just 3 to 4 reps times 3 reps, adding a plate or adding weight each successive set until you get to your top set of 1 by 12 to 20 or failure. Bust your ass on this exercise. You'll be glad you did. Now my legs are warm and pre-exhausted, so my squats with the hamstring curls and the leg extensions are gonna feel amazing, and they always do now. Fun fact, I built my quads by sparingly going over 225. My focus with the squat has always been on perfect form and time under tension. Again here, don't waste a lot of reps. Try 3 to 4 sets times 3 reps, add weight each set, and then go 1 by 9 to 12 reps to failure. You get the idea by now. If you have time and you want to finish off your hamstrings, the Romanian deadlift is outstanding for this. Power tip, mistake number 4. You're training 6 days in a row and it's killing your gains. I don't see how you can keep that intensity up for 6 days in a row. You're dipping too far into your resources and recovery. I never train more than 2 days in a row. Here's what my split looks like, but this will give you an idea of how you can set yours up for the week. As you see, each muscle group is trained 2 times in a 7-day period, which is really good. It gives you a lot of exposure, but it also allows for rest and recovery. 6 days in a row is just not great unless you're on the sauce. Watch what YouTube recommends next, and as always, thanks so much for watching.